CFTA! I am the hype man for the evening. How's my hype so far? Yeah! Okay, I am not your entertainer. I am simply the announcer with these house announcements. 1, pizza, drinks. We have pizza and drinks. You guys knew that? 2 pizzas for $5, and you can down some alcohol with that. Yummy! 2, this is kind of a little bit of a lecture. If you are going to go outside, please smoke on the sidewalk and not in front of the venue by the windows, just to respect the restaurant upstairs and the people dining. They got to feel posh, and they don't want to see smokers and smelling that shit. But by all means, do your drugs on the sidewalk. Number 2, do not take your alcohol outside, because then we have to flash our badges and arrest you, make a citizen's arrest, throw you in jail. Don't do that, please. What else? Workshop. We just had a workshop. Next week is the last one for the year, 5 to 7 o'clock. If you want to work on your set, I help you coach exactly what you want to be challenged with to make your performance at the 8 o'clock show much more lovable. Because you got to love the craft, right? You got to enjoy yourself up here. That's all we're focusing on. Right, Luke?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, video. We are live streaming and recording video simultaneously. Now, we respect your privacy. So if you say, you know what, I don't want to be part of that, that's cool. Tell us, and we will opt you out, and we flash a little title card saying this person just doesn't want their image shown, and we kill the audio too. Okay, so you have that power to be secretive. Tomorrow, we have an awesome show. It's called Black Friday. Yeah. And it's a bunch of guys, I'm not going to say what they look like, but they're part of this community. One of them is over there. And you'll see him perform, and he'll probably pump his show. I said Black Friday, not Purple Friday. So if you want tickets, you can visit CFTA on Instagram and buy it there. There's a link. And Saturday, we are starting a fake cult. Come to that, because that's where we tell you it's not a cult. It's not. But it is. And our cult leader is technically right over there. Jake, he's going to lead you into tempting you with all sorts of things that you want anyway. To be part of a great community that will blow up into something, could be worldwide. Now, with no further ado, I'm going to introduce your host, who seriously, he runs. Like, this guy is going to be running a 260K marathon out in the desert in Egypt or somewhere insane. And he's going to run his mouth for you tonight. Please give a warm round of applause to AYMAN, NASSAR!
Good evening, CFTA. How are we doing tonight? I am loving the energy in the room today. It is great. Like, we have a lot. We have a sold-out show with names everywhere. So much talent that I don't even know how to start with you guys. Well, let's start by addressing what Dex was saying. Yes, I am running an ultra marathon in Morocco. And because of that and my New Year's resolution to take life more seriously, I will be toning down the comedy going forward. From today, like today is my swan song. So you guys get to see the best of me, and then I'll be gone as I am training for this ultramarathon. Now it's funny because the ultramarathon is in a desert, and as you can tell, we are not in a fucking desert. Okay?
What background?
Excuse me? Yeah, well, the background does kind of give that vibe, yes. But what I do here is I go outside and I run, but because it's cold, I have to cover my face. And I know what you're thinking, Middle Eastern covering their face, that's very on the nose. But what I love about how welcoming Canada is that I can be running down here dressed like a ninja with a bag on my back full of shit. Because, you know, I'm training, but the people don't know that. I'm just a crazy Arab running with a bag on his back. That is not a problem in downtown Hamilton. Now, because I have to run distances, I get to Main Street. And you can tell how it becomes a problem in Main Street, especially around the synagogues and the Jewish schools there, and me running with a Palestinian kufiya on my head. So it goes from normal man, you know, running for exercise to jihadist running to blow up people. But yeah, I love being in Hamilton. It is great to be here with you guys. It's great to be in Canada. You guys are the OG Canadians because you're here when it gets cold. Because everyone else is just talking about them taking vacations and leaving because it's too cold. You guys are here and you came out for laughs, and give yourself a round of applause for that. And without further ado, let's get this show on the road, starting with our first comic, who happens to be a cousin of mine, a far cousin up north from where I am, because he's Greek. They call it gyros, we call it shawarma, but on stage you're going to be laughing your ass off when he brings the jokes. Everyone give a warm round of applause for Alex.
I never really know where to put my hands when I do these things. I put my hand in my pocket? Do I put my hand on my side? Do I put my hand on my chest? I know there's one thing that I really shouldn't do with my hand, and it's probably this. My name's Alex, and I think fascism is pretty bad. My grandfather was always very impressed with how much technology changed through his lifetime. So before he died, in his late 90s, we wanted to show him virtual reality. So we put the VR headset on him, the goggles, and he was utterly amazed by it. He was totally blown away. It's actually what killed him. You know, pro tip, do not show a World War II veteran Call of Duty on VR. It's not good. It prompts the use of racial slurs and a heart attack. So my grandfather walked a lot, and I think that's why he lived so long. So I'm trying to walk more. I went for a walk by the park today, and I saw all the children playing. You know, they were screaming, laughing, having fun. And it just reminded me of Michael Jackson. Especially the children screaming part. You know, I don't understand how these parents let their kids go to Neverland, and they put their children under the responsibility of a man whose most famous dance move is grabbing his penis. You know, you don't think he's going to ask for some help when his hand gets tired? Hulk, my hand is cramping. I feel like playing hide and seek at Neverland would be less about the fun and more about the running for your life. Oh shit, he's coming! He's not wearing any gloves. He wants to feel everything. You know, I don't think Michael Jackson was a predator. I just think he didn't have a childhood. He was always a kid at heart, and he really enjoyed being with children. I mean, he really enjoyed being with children. To the point where it could have been illegal, you know. I like kids, but I don't like 10 of them sleeping in my bed. I think that's where I draw the line. I watch a lot of DIY YouTube videos because I don't have money to pay for anything. So I have to do everything myself. I find there's always this one guy in the comments. He's like, well, I've been a plumber for 20 years. That's not how you solder a joint. Buddy, what are you doing here in this introductory to plumbing video? Go plumb, you know? It's like a world-renowned scientist going to like a grade 5 science classroom and just like throwing their experiment on the floor. What is this shit, an erupting volcano? Anyway, speaking of erupting volcanoes, I suffer from IBS. And it's pretty tough. I love when I'm done using the bathroom and then someone goes in there after me and they're like, it smells like shit in here. Of course it does. What else is it gonna smell like? It would be weird if you went into the bathroom after someone and it smelled like rhubarb pie. What the hell were you doing in there? It reminds me of this movie called The Help, but if you guys remember it. The only scene from the movie I remember, there was this black servant maid and she was making like the lady of the house her favorite pie. Except the pie had shit in it. Right? So she hands the lady the pie, she's like, you like the pie? She's like, the pie is pretty good, ain't it? How would the lady say that she doesn't like the pie? She's like, hey, this tastes like shit. You're on to me. As a moral of the story, if someone's bathroom smells like pie, don't eat their food. Or if their kitchen smells like shit. So do you guys hear? Stevie Wonder is going back on tour. That's right. Stevie Wonder's going on tour. Do you want to know what the name of his tour is? Visions. It's like if R. Kelly went back on tour and called it consent. It's not what he's about. R. Kelly doesn't ask, he just does. R. Kelly took the slogan of Nike a little bit too seriously. Just do it. But ask first. May I urinate on your face? That's all he had to do. All right, I should get off the stage.
Keep it going for Alex, everyone. I forgot to mention that I also like Michael Jackson. Okay, so this is a fancy piece of equipment that I got for the race, and it is going to be your bane today because it's going to be how I time you guys. Okay, and it has a very nice flashlight too, but we're not going to use that. We're going to use the lights over in the back. See, yellow light means you have 1 minute to wrap it up. Red light means you're past the point of no return and I will cut the brakes off your car. And then we'll cut the audio off as well. But please, we ask that you do be mindful of the light because it is a packed show and we do want to give everyone their due. And now, without further ado, let's bring on stage a comedian who has been doing this now for 2 years. He is the second most famous West you will meet, after Kanye, and the West where we live. Everyone, please give it up for Luke West.
Thank you, yes. As you mentioned, my name is Luke West. Luke like Skywalker, although with my size, I'm much more of a ground walker. West like the direction, no relation to Kanye, although I know you can see the resemblance. Yeah, German ancestry. It's really important to highlight right now that I'm not associated with Kanye West. I don't want to be associated with someone who's been making really bad music. I don't mind the support of abusers. The anti-Semitism was getting a little bit much, but I draw the line at using AI in art. As a fellow artist, I don't even think Hitler would do that. I recently moved from Toronto to St. Catharines, and in that move, I made the shift from an apartment to a house. And people, when you tell them you're living in a house, they think, wow, you've reached adulthood, you're mature. Boy, are they fucking wrong. I hate houses. Stairs just make the chores you already hate that much worse. Where's the laundry? Down there. Where's the paper towel? Down there. Should put the whole fucking house down there. Where's the heat? Up there. Fuck! In a house, you have to go up to the bathroom, up to the office, up to bed, up to jerk off. In an apartment, you can just get rid of the up. You know, go to the bed, go to the office, go jerk off. So much simpler. You know? In a house, when you have a house, the garbage, it's outside. You have to go out there. In an apartment, you have to go out, but you don't have to go out there, you know? Sometimes you have to go down. You never have to go down there. In a house, you have to go out there and down there. You're really down and out. Fucking brutal, you know? But no matter if you're in an apartment or if you're in a house, the remote's always over there. Ridiculous. I do think I think there's a reason for the housing crisis, you know? They don't call it the apartment crisis, you know? They just call it the apartment complex. I grew up homeschooled. I was homeschooled till grade 9. Thank you. I was homeschooled with my older brother and my 2 older sisters. When you're homeschooled, there's a lot of things you miss out on. You don't get to experience a lot of childhood memories that other people do. Like, I didn't get my first elementary school crush. You know? You heard my options. I'm white. I'm not that fucking white. It is great, though. There are some great moments. Like, whenever I went to school, I always had a really good icebreaker, or I always had that icebreaker, you know. It was really good for 2 truths and a lie. The only problem was no one ever thought I was lying. You know, they just looked at me and said, that explains the fedora. There are a lot of pains, like childhood references. I don't get a lot of childhood references. I didn't grow up with TV. I didn't grow up watching SpongeBob. I didn't know about the house hippo. I didn't even know 9/11 happened until 2005. Yeah. I still remember. It's a moment I'll still never forget, you know. My parents brought me in, sat me down, showed me the video, and said, Luke, your father and I were getting a divorce. I caught him sleeping with the gardener. Yeah. So Bush did do it, but it was an outside job. Yeah. And when you tell people you're homeschooled too, they often have these nasty assumptions, and they're not really always fair. You know, they assume that you were sheltered, they assume that you were super religious, they often assume you were molested too. I'd like to report I was not sheltered. Yeah. I grew up very much homeless. Yeah. I also wasn't molested, I will say that. Yeah, unfortunately, the only person who touched me sexually before I was 18 was myself. When you grow up homeschooled, there's really only 2 ways you can go. You're either involuntarily celibate or involuntarily fucked. You know? You either hate men or you hate women. Yeah. I chose the more progressive path. I hated myself. Yeah. As I mentioned, I was really sheltered. I wasn't allowed to read books sometimes. I wasn't allowed to read Harry Potter because of all the witchcraft. I was stuck to nonfiction books like the Bible. Yeah. Yeah, instead of pills instead of spells and potions, it was miracles and prayer. So it's witchcraft, but with better branding. Yeah. I will say, I am grateful that I was homeschooled in Canada and not America, because if I was homeschooled in America, I probably still would have been involved in a school shooting. And I would blame the government. I'd blame the government, because if not for the Give the Teacher a Gun a mandate, I never would have got my hands on one. Yeah, because I come from a family of 6, it was still considered mass murder. But I'm still here, so. Anyways, that's my time.
Guys, keep it going for Luke. Now, Luke is one of those Canadians who I need to look up to because they're so tall. And apparently he forgot how short I am because he kept playing around with this thing. Now, our next comedian is also really tall. And him and I share a continent of origin, believe it or not. He is here for your laughing pleasure. Do not be put off by his name. I like to call him Touchy, but he prefers to go with Toshi. So everyone, please give a warm round of applause for Toshi!
AYMAN. Yeah, my name is Tochi. I feel super happy each time I'm here with you guys, because really, this is the opposite of the life I used to live in Nigeria. I was a litigation lawyer in Nigeria. Yeah. the drop-off, right? And I sent a lot of people to jail. Every single one of those people was my client. I sucked at my job so much that a judge once accused me of being an undercover prosecutor. But sucking at my job, I knew that the reason I sucked at that job was that it wasn't what I wanted to do with my life. So it was like a placeholder for my dream. And my dream as at then was that one day I would go to the vending machine to grab a Coke, and the machine would glitch, give me 2 bottles of Coke, and still spit out my coin. But the problem with this dream was that in Nigeria, we had not yet automated vending. So I had to come to Canada. And people would always ask me, like, why did you choose Canada? Why not the States? Why not any other place? And you guys are the first people I'm being honest with here, because I would always tell them that, yeah, I chose Canada because the people are lovely and shit like that. But the only reason I chose to come here is that it's legal to smoke weed here. Thank you. But you people are also super sweet. Like, we are not even taking that away from Canadians. You are super nice. And I feel like it's super sweet that the first thing a Canadian does when he meets an immigrant is to declare their stance on racism. Yeah, you haven't even told me your name, but you're already telling me about Michael, your high school best friend who was Kenyan. And this is super impressive, right? Because I'm Nigerian, and I don't have any Kenyan friends myself. The only Kenyan I know is Nelson Mandela. Thank you. Yeah, I just learned that recently, that he's actually South African, man. So, my bad. Yeah. But these things happen, man. These things happen. I love racism. The white guys are getting excited. Not all parts of racism, guys, but yeah, there are certain parts of racism that I feel like we should actually hand over to the next generation. Like the other day, I was at Starbucks minding my own business when a group of guys walked up to me and told me that they are jealous of black guys and are 10-inch cocks. And in my mind, I was like, me too. Jarrett, my best friend and also my roommate, has a 2-inch cock. You will be surprised how much a white guy would tell you when you ask him how his day went. Yeah, but because Jarrett had already told me something really intimate about himself, I felt like I should also reciprocate. So I told Jarrett about this drug that could increase his cock from a 2-inch penis, because that's not a cock, to a 10-inch cock. And this cock is actually like, this drug rather is actually pretty expensive, but the only reason I have access to it is that I'm a Nigerian prince. Thank you so much, guys. It was really nice doing this.
See, I knew Tochi sounded familiar because I got those emails from the Nigerian prince, as did all of us. And I'm not sure about you guys, but there was a lot of mention of cocks in the last stand-up we had with Toshi, and it kind of reminded me of a place I went to, a nude beach. You would think, being a Muslim, that I would avoid nude beaches, but I like to go where I'm not supposed to be. Case in point, Canada. We are not made for the cold, people. Okay? Middle Easterns are not made for the cold. My feet are freezing. Nobody tells you that your feet will freeze, which it seems obvious to you guys because you lived here. You know, but when you moved here 3 years ago and you're standing outside, you're like, why the fuck are my feet so cold? Oh, it's because everything is cold. So, about that nude beach, it went as you would expect, okay? What they say about black people is correct, okay? I saw it firsthand, okay, and it was scary. It was really like you had to look away so that you don't feel bad about yourself. And when you look away, you see the white man with 1,000 angry tattoos, and just like Jared. Just like Jared. And it also made me realize that we all need more Chinese friends. Okay? Now, I have it on good authority that our next comedian is a helicopter pilot. I also, when I saw him sitting in the back, I was like, he looks like a cross between Seth Rogen and Zach Galifianakis. And I'm 1,000% sure he's funnier than both of them combined. Everyone, please give a round of applause for DJ!
How's it going, guys? My name's DJ, and I'm not racist. Well, I don't know. White guys can have big dicks, too. I just haven't met any, but I'm sure they can. So I recently got into watches, specifically automatic watches, you know, the ones that charge when you move them. So I got a few of them. The only problem is every time I put the new one on, you know, it's dead. So I threw all 3 watches on my wrist the other day and jerked off, and they've been ticking for weeks. So, yeah, I got a husky. They're very full of personality. They're very social. I don't know if you guys, they like to talk. But I think I've been confusing him a lot lately. I've noticed it in the kitchen, you know, prepping food, and he always sits right by the garbage can. And I haven't figured it out, but I throw my food in the garbage can, and he opens his mouth. And I'm like, okay, what are you doing, man? It's garbage. So I do it again, opens his mouth. I think my dog thinks that the garbage can is just another animal that I constantly have to feed, and he's super pissed at me. So on top of that, too, he likes to follow me in the bathroom. So that's another one I had to kind of dissect. I'm like, what the heck's going on? Why do you keep following me in the bathroom? Then I caught him drinking out of the toilet. I think he's pissed at me because I keep shitting in his water bowl. So, yeah. I found out the other day, someone told me that pigs can breathe out their assholes. Yeah, so I had to look into this one. I got on Google, did my own research. Found out it's true, kind of. So scientists were bored in Japan during COVID. They're trying to figure out ways to administer oxygen when they don't have ventilators. So, you know, naturally they get pigs because they're the most animal that's like us. And decide to pump its ass with oxygenated liquid and make sure that it can't breathe. So, and the pig lasted a little longer than the pig that didn't have the fucking oxygen water in its ass. So by this, they determined they can, you know, take in oxygen with water in their asshole. So now humans can do it too from this determination. So now I got thinking, okay, is this a skill that we used to have? Like, and we've like lost this over time? I don't know, like, does this mean we're like fish and our asshole is like our gills, right? Like, how would that be, right? Like, can you just like teabag water and start fucking breathing with the fucking waters? I don't know, anyways. So, I'd hate to be the guy that's drowning and then realizes last minute, fuck, how do I switch to asshole mode? Fuck. Yeah. At this point, I think bidets would be classified as a medical device with that one, right? So, fucking going to the bathroom just to breathe. Anyways. Yeah, no, if that got me thinking, like, that's got to be a cleanly world, eh? If everyone's breathing with fucking liquid oxygen, you know, we're all gonna have clean asses. So then I'm like, my sick, twisted mind. I'm like, if I could have a superpower, I'd want a superpower where I never have to wipe when I shit. Right? And just have a clean ass all the time. It saves so much time, right? Like, instead of like financial freedom, I'm gonna have fecal freedom, right? Still shitting, but I just shit wherever I want. I don't have to worry. I don't have to check to see if there's toilet paper, right? On top of that, my toilet paper footprint would be at 0, right? Greta Thunberg would love me. Right? So, yeah. Then I think people would be asking me, like, how are you keeping clean? And it's like, I call it precision craftsmanship, you know? So. Anyways, that's all I got for tonight, guys. Just a quick one. My name's DJ. Thank you.
Keep going for DJ, everyone. See, I told you he was funnier than Seth Rogen and Zach Galifianakis combined. And he touched on a very, like, culturally appropriate thing for me. And that was a cultural shock when I moved here. The fact that Canada has the most water per any other country, and yet you guys still use fucking toilet paper. You know, I'm from the Middle East, so bidets are built in for everywhere, okay? Thank you so much. Bidets are built in everywhere, and when I moved here, I had one of two options. Either I walk into the toilet with a bottle of water and a device that needs a battery, and then you have to listen to what people think it could be, you know. Or you do this thing where you ball up tissue and you wet it, and then you have like a snowball made of tissue and you use that to wipe. Okay? You wipe your derriere. Now, as a single person, I was once on a date where I had to take a shit. You know, it happens. It was a really beautiful woman. It was a really fancy restaurant. It's the kind of restaurant that just charges you 50% tip right off the box, right off the bat, okay? And I was very pissed off about that, but I couldn't make it apparent to my date because I don't want to look cheap, okay? So I get this bowel movement. I go into the bathroom, and lo and behold, it's a Canadian restaurant, so they don't have bidets. So I have to do the old tissue thing. And guess what that does? It clogs the fucking toilet. And I just kept flushing, and then it kept rising and rising. And as I was walking out, I looked at the maitre d' and I was like, there's your 50%. Now, you guys are in for a treat because we have students in the audience. Actual students that you will not get arrested for hitting on. Okay? Now, I have it on good authority that these students are comedians. They have their graduation show on Monday. And I don't know what it is about Carrie, but when I first saw her, I knew that she's just going to be the belle of tonight's ball. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please help me introduce Carrie!
Wow, that was a setup. So, hi everyone, I'm Carrie. My pronouns are her, she, and yes, I identify as chocolate. Unfortunately, I'm white chocolate. I really want to be dark chocolate though. Mysterious, seductive, delicious. Instead, I'm the white, chalky, sugary disappointment of the candy world. I know, that got dark real fast. No pun intended. So I'm a mom. My kids are older now. They're all in their 20s, right? I was 9 when I had them. It's a true story. It was a medical miracle. I'm in some science journals somewhere. And yeah, that was fun times. I met my husband when I was 17, in high school. And 24 years later, when we split up, I found myself launched into the Hunger Games of online dating. And I was incredibly naive. I shouldn't have been allowed on there, but I was. And the first thing I did was give everyone my phone number. Right? Okay, yeah, rookie mistake. You know what happened next, don't you? The photos started rolling in. It wasn't long before I had an entire set. It was just like Pokemon. I had the Pikachu, the Squirtle, the Bulbasaur. Collect them all. Right? The best one came when I was in the car with my mom. And you could tell that this guy had taken some extra time. Sunlight was streaming in through the window, bathing it in a golden glow. It was arranged on a satin cushion, just like the Holy Grail. I laughed so hard, coffee shot out of my nose. My mom was like, "What's so funny?" So I showed her. That was my first mistake. Never underestimate an old lady bladder. I had to buy her new pants on the way home. So I asked some of my guy friends, I'm like, "Listen, what am I doing wrong here? Because this keeps happening, okay?" And they're like, "I don't know, Carrie, we don't do that." I'm like, "Bullshit, you don't." But anyway, so I'm on my own with this, and I figure I can figure this out. And then I thought, okay, guys are simple. They're not stupid, but they're simple. So I have to like get into that mindset. And then I had my aha moment. Guys like to fish. They'll spend all weekend out on a boat waiting for something to nibble on their line.
It's true though.
Right? And this is just like fishing. They're throwing their worm out there and seeing who bites. No plan, just delusional optimism. Very low standards. So after that, they take it literally too when their friends say to them, "There's other fish in the sea," and they're like, "I know, I've got the built-in bait. Just gonna love it." Yeah, it's true. And then also during this process, I thought I could have a side gig helping guys with their profiles, like just a couple little tweaks, just to help you out, give you a chance out there. There's a lot of fishing photos. And I'm all for a fishing photo because that tells me you enjoy the outdoors and you can provide for me if there's ever a zombie apocalypse, okay? 2 fishing photos tells me you love fishing. We're gonna spend every weekend out on the lake and I'll be praying for rain or electrocution. And then we have the car photos, the ones we're washing, buffing, waxing the car, loving on the car. That tells me you're real good with your stuff. But it also tells me the car's going to get ridden more than I will. Just a couple little changes, guys. Just change out some photos. Photo of you folding laundry, doing some dishes. Hell, put a tool belt on. You don't have to be handy. You just need the appearance of helpfulness. Right now, the bar is so low that if a guy changed a light bulb and made me a sandwich, he can have anything he wants. As long as he doesn't have heads and Safeway bags in his freezer, he's getting a second date. I draw the line at serial killers. I forgot about the real risks, too, because I had been out of the dating game for so long, like HPV, crotch crickets, or pregnancy. I was the most frightened about the pregnancy one because I got pregnant with my kids so easily. You sit next to me on the bus, I'm having your baby. I borrow your toothbrush, it's twins. I'm very glad that this older body now, the baby factory is shut down. Thank you, menopause. But the playground's open. And that's my time, thank you.
Keeping going for sure, everyone. See, I was right. Carrie was the funniest of the bunch. Keep it going for Carrie. Amazing. It's amazing to see a woman's point of view when it comes to online dating, because all we've been getting here is the male one, and I will bore you with specifics. Being a single male myself. And also new to online dating, because I was married for 9 years, then I found myself thrust into this online world where women are judging you based on the pictures you put on. And not to toot my own horn or anything, I am financially stable and emotionally available. Carrie, let me go after the show. See, ChatGPT helped me write that. Okay? You'd be surprised at what you can get ChatGPT to do. Guys, you can literally take your text on WhatsApp, the messages you're sharing with someone, copy and paste them into ChatGPT and say, analyze this person for me. And it will tell you exactly what to respond and how to say. So now, I want to ask a question. How many single people do you have in the house? Single people. What is the extent that you would go to get a second date with someone? What's the extent you would go to?
Murder? I don't even bother. I get jealous. I don't even bother after a while.
Okay. Who else?
Murder.
Murder. You'd murder for a second date. Well, that got real dark real fast. Okay. I don't know where to go with this following bit, but okay. So the strangest thing I have seen online, Carrie was telling us about what she saw from the male perspective, the fishing and all that. I'll give you the guy's perspective from what I see online, and I saw one woman's profile where she referred to herself as a mid-sized woman. Now, what in the clutch fucking ads is a mid-sized woman?
Like an SUV.
I had half a mind to ask her about the mileage, whether she's had any work done under the hood, okay? And I can assure you that our next comic has had no such thing done. He is one of Hamilton's most famous and fixed comics. He's a fixture of Hamilton. A fixture, I tell you. Everyone, please give a loud round of applause for Black Zeus!
Just write my obituary now. Fuck. You guys do comedy long enough, and you know the last thing you want to be brought up on stage with, and this guy's a fixture in Hamilton. Fuck! Just tell people I'm not famous, bro. Do it now. Shut the fuck up. I got 5 minutes, and I gotta drive to Toronto right now and think about this 5 minutes that I'm already bombing. Is everybody over the baseball loss? You guys still crying about Blue Jays losing? No. You sound like you've been high since they lost, bro. Oh, fuck, they lost. Oh. You've just been like this since the fucking Game 7, eh? I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bandwagoner, which a lot of people aren't fans of. I get it, but I think bandwagoners are necessary, because they're the ones that fill out the rest of the crowd when your team is like in a fucking major run in the World Series, or like anytime a city sports team is like in a major run, don't you feel like the unity? People who aren't sports fans, people who are sports fans, everybody's just happy, Especially if you're in the city. Like, I don't know if you guys went to Toronto during the fucking World Series run, but you could feel it, you know what I mean? Like, the whole city was alive, everybody was happy and excited. Fucking Tragically Hip was playing in the streets. So you knew white people were just happy. Just fucking garbage music. Sorry. Check the white women's seats. Are they wet? I'm pretty sure. I don't get that music, but that's not for my people, bro. We got other Burna Boy. All right, I'll take it, nigga. Whatever. But you know what's weird? Because the country's in a very there's a lot of turmoil in the country right now. There's a lot of hatred and fucking weird energy and shit. So it was nice while the Blue Jays were in the World Series, is like all the racism died down and shit. But I got afraid because, who knew that all it took to unite all the races in Canada was to get a fucking Dominican to play for Toronto? You know what I'm saying? Who would have known? We could have hired this nigga so much sooner. You know what I'm saying? I was worried. Once the Blue Jays lost, I told all my Indian friends, don't go outside for 72 hours. Because there's going to be a lot of pissed off racist people. And I think the Tragically Hip sounds a little different now. The Indians invaded! I got called innocent by a female the other day, which really, now I think I healed too much. You know, because bitches don't know I'm dangerous anymore. What the fuck is this? This girl thought I was innocent. But it would be, I'm struggling right now because I'm trying to date women my age, but they suck. And no, I'm serious. You try to talk to a fucking single woman past the age of 30, why do you sound like you chew cigarettes, bitch? Get the fuck away from me. All the life has been beaten out of you. And then you try and talk to a young woman and she has nothing to say. I'm caught in the middle. It's like, stop, bro. This is, I don't know. I feel like when you heal, you know, like someone who's already healed before you should approach you like, oh, you're about to heal, and they should hand you a pamphlet. You know, it's like, this is the healing pamphlet. All the cool stuff you like about yourself, throw that shit in the fucking trash. Because you are boring now, bitch. Fuck. All my friends call me like, yo, you want to go out and fucking drink? I'm like, nah, I'm going to stay home and read books. What the fuck, nigga? Kill me now, bro. I spent all my youth watching porn and not reading books. As an adult, I'm trying to not watch porn and read books. It is the hardest Uno reverse you will ever do. It's like a pickup 4 on my brain, bro. It's really tough. You know what happens when you start reading books? Your imagination gets active again. And that just wants to make you jerk off. No, I'm serious, because as a guy, just the men in the room, when's the last time you jerked off to your imagination? Thank you. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Your brains are dead, bro. Your brains are fucking dead. Stop watching porn, pick up a Goosebumps book, and then, well, you gotta start slow. No, most of these niggas can't read, you know? You gotta start Goosebumps, Sonic Adventures.
Choose your own story.
Shut the fuck up, bro. I feel like chivalry is dead, you know? Like, nobody wants it. Like, this girl called me innocent because I was nice to her is fucking mind-bending, you know? Chivalry is dead, and it should come back, but I don't think it should come back the way it used to be, you know? Because even the way it sounds, chivalry, is so, like, British and fucking ugh. Like, who wants to be that guy? It's like, excuse me, madam, but might I suck your breast, please? Yeah, I'm Black Zeus, bro. Peace.
Wow. We should just call it a night. Black Zeus. Amazing. You will see him in Toronto, in Hamilton, everywhere. Not just Hamilton. Okay, so apparently Hamilton is a bad word now. Okay. It's fun because we're talking about dating so much now, and me also being on the latter side of my 30s, I'm told that by my friends, you know, you should find someone younger. You should find someone in their 20s. You can raise her. You can teach her what you want. That's the word they said. Yeah, I know that's the word that you're supposed to use, but you can't use that word now. Okay? Grooming is good for dogs. It is not good for adults. Okay? I was told that the younger ladies like someone with the D. Disposable income. Come on, guys, get your mind out of the gutter. Okay, disposable income. But I don't think I have the patience for someone who is in their 20s. I want someone in their 30s. I want someone who has gone through the ringer of life, just like myself, who has the fun stories to tell, like stories about when I went to Cuba, and the hottest woman I saw there was average on a good day. And the reason that she was so beautiful was because she was so average, okay? Compared to everything else I was seeing there, you know, the 50 Shades of Grey, all the shades of legality and in between, because like, I'm looking at these girls and I'm like, you are definitely too young to have a tattoo over there, okay? But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about our next comic. This guy is hilarious. This guy is amazing. This guy keeps getting better and better every time I see him. So you guys are definitely in for a treat. Everyone, please give a warm, why did I say warm round of applause? What the fuck? Give a loud round of applause for D.T. Scott!
These guys are like surprised, like over there, like that you're not supposed to talk at a comedy show. They're like, what? What the hell? I thought we were hanging out on the fucking corner where we always hang out, drinking at the bus stop. I thought that's where we are. Man, I wish I was a doctor back in the bloodletting days. Back when you could, Yo. You guys look like you were like misfits from society. And you like tried to join the punks, but even they wouldn't accept you, and you just got spit out everywhere. Yo.
Boys, enjoy the show. Come on.
Yeah, straight up.
I love everybody.
Yeah, so anyways. Yeah, I wish I was a doctor back in the bloodletting days. Like, I feel like there'd be a lot of job security back then. It's like, hey, did you hear about Joe? He has sickle cell. And all of a sudden I come in, I'm like, well, have you tried stabbing him? So, got a great idea. I'm going to do some slam poetry for you guys right now, okay? Okay, listen, hear me out, hear me out. Roses are red, violets are blue. I masturbated in a Tim Hortons. How about you? No, for real though, like exhibitionism, all right? It's fucking frowned upon, right? Society. I like to show my cock. And I understand that it's, I guess, a moral gray area. Here's the thing, okay? I have evidence, okay? A lot of people like cock. I have a lot of experiential evidence. I have a lot of photo evidence. Got video evidence, a lot of that, okay? And you know what the biggest evidence that people like cock is that I have? I'm not in jail. Okay, that was touchy. That was a touchy one. I was like, oh, damn. What are you gonna do, eh? But I'm not a big dick guy. Not a big dick guy. Yeah. You can't have a world of all big dick guys, though. Like, I saw this one big dick guy. Like, I could tell by his energy, right? He had the big dick energy. Plus, he had this really hot chick with him, like a baddie, right? She's, like, laughing at all his jokes, like, ha. You know, she's in La La Land, this chick, right? She's been getting drilled by this big dick guy. So she's happy all the time and everything. But the guy looked at me, and under his breath, he's like, I can't read. What the fuck? This guy's dyslexic. This guy. Chick didn't care, though. He already fucked her brains out. It's just two fucking airheads, happy as fuck. God damn, I wish I had that. I didn't even get the energy. I was hoping I would at least get the energy, the big dick energy. Didn't even get that. I got the brain damage energy. Different energy altogether. I don't understand all this carbon footprint. Like, everybody's worried about the carbon in the earth. It's like, you guys know the earth is mean? The earth is mean. Like, it's not a nice thing, the earth. Go ask a guy who just went through a flood. Hey, you care about the carbon? What, you mean we're going to save this fucking earth? This thing's an asshole. Fuck the earth. I just lost my home. My home is floating down the fucking river. You want me to care about the carbon footprint? Floods, earthquakes. Because of carbon, yeah. Tell that to Pompeii, fucking volcano, 10,000 years ago. One guy was sitting there, that's me, the one guy jacking off. He's frozen. The fucking... Anyways, I didn't know how that last shit was gonna work. Thank you guys for listening.
Keeping going for DT Scott, everyone. Bringing suspenders back into fashion. I love that. I wish I could pull that off. It's amazing. You talk about, the carbon footprint, and I need to ask you guys to give yourself a huge round of applause. Okay, give yourself a huge round of applause. Because when you're using those ugly paper straws that dissolve in your drink, when you're being forced to carry your own bags into a store to buy shit from the store, okay, because that plastic bag is bad for you, and the country that has the strongest currency in the world is making its money off of oil. So how happy do you all feel? Because they make us feel like it's our job to save the planet, yet those people who are pumping oil out of the ground, they're making money, and we don't have a strong currency here. And on the subject of Kuwait, I lived there. I was born there. It's a very tough concept to explain to people here that you can be born in a place and still not have the passport to that country. But that is the case. I am Egyptian. I was born in Kuwait. I got to see the high life, and then I got to give it all up and move here to Canada. And I'm happy. I'm happy. I swear to God, I'm happy. Now, our next comedian is a Hamiltonian through and through. You can tell by looking at his overalls that are signed. I don't know whether people signed them as he was wearing them or they signed them as a sort of homage after he would do his comedy, but everyone give a loud round of applause for Dylan M. Connolly!
Hello, everybody. How you doing? I thought I was going to do a bit of little bit of crowd work first. First off, I gotta see. Yeah, I got the lights. Right? Okay, shit. Well, I had a friend, and he might have maybe talked some shit, but who cares? That's what it's about. It's like Center for Talking Arts, not Center for talking shit. Whatever. Fucking. But I want to ask, so, where are you from, man?
Originally?
Yeah, originally. Hamilton. Right on, right? What part?
East End.
East End? The East End Hamilton, or Uptown East End?
There's an Uptown East End?
Yeah, there is.
I moved out a while ago. They didn't have an Uptown East End. They just had an East End. By the stadium.
Kind of. Yeah, kind of feel like want to sing West Town Boys song right now. West Town girls. Dun, 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 dun. Shit. Oh, okay. I wanted to do some jokes. I actually do want to do some jokes. So, here's one. So, I'm watching. Have anyone seen Is It Cake?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everyone sees that. Is it cake? Right? You know what I mean? That fucking pretentious douchebag. When I was watching it, I just see how much, they build this this nice cake, and then they cut it, and it's all that cake falls to the floor. I was just yo, man, it's a fucking waste of cake. Could you imagine if there was somebody in the fucking country, maybe I don't know, Sierra Leone, and they're playing that. It's why are they wasting the cake? The cake is not for you, Naboo. The cake is for the floor. Fuck yeah. That's like a perfect example of fucking like capitalism right there. We're just gonna waste all this fucking cake. That's all matter. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, I did not pee myself. That's weird. I did not piss myself. I swear to God I didn't. Well, ain't that some shit, right? I mean, like, yeah. You motherfucker! Thanks, man. Never mind. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna still finish the set. Don't matter what, right? Somebody handed me a beer with some fucking whatever. Jesus Christ! Oh, is it cake? Is it piss? It's. I swear to you, it's not piss. So, oh my God, yeah, man, like this. Okay, this is the point where you have to be a great comedian and you have to pivot. Are you not entertained? Shit. No, this is the only guy that's right that's giving me the energy that's keeping it going. Oh, really? It's not that bad. It's not. Is it? Come on. All right, that's my. I'm not. I am not drunk.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
God damn. I'm gonna leave an embarrassment right now.
Wait, careful. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dylan. Everyone, keep it going for Dylan. Might want to get the biohazard team in here. Keep it going, everyone. And you see, this is where I am happy to be Muslim. Okay? Now, we were talking about Kuwait and we're talking about stand-up comedy in Kuwait. The students in the audience came up to me this before the show started and they asked, is there anything that they are not allowed to talk about? Which is a legitimate concern if you grew up doing stand-up comedy in Kuwait, where you're not allowed to talk about the three main things. What are the three main things you're not allowed to talk about on stage?
Politics.
Yes, one.
Like the government or whatever.
That's politics. What else?
Sex.
Sex. Yes, that's number 2. Number 3.
Religion.
Thank you. Gold star for you. Yes. You are not allowed to talk about comedy, politics, religion, and sex when you're on, and suspenders. Okay, we're gonna need the biohazard team in here to. Okay, we're like dancing around it. Joanne, you've been a stalwart, stalwart. That is a word, right? Stalwart. Audience member, thank you so much. Thank you.
Lock the door.
So, yes, we will. Please do not. Okay, hold on. What we're going to do is this.
Sanitize carpet.
Try not to step in this area when you're on the stage, because what I learned about stand-up comedy is that the carpet is a prop for the audio. So we do need the carpet. We don't need the pee. I'm sorry, but we can't get rid of it yet. So, you guys are familiar with Russell Peters, right?
Yeah.
Russell Peters?
Oh, yeah.
I think Jake was trying to tell me something, like, you are Egyptian. So Russell Peters was recently in Kuwait doing stand-up, and this guy, your Russell Peters, Canada's own Russell Peters, got the laws changed in Kuwait. Yes. Read it up, go online, search for Russell Peters in Kuwait. The government came out with new laws targeting stand-up comedy after Russell Peters was there early in November for a show. Okay? That's how tough it was in Kuwait. And here we are to entertain you guys, to entertain Joanne. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you. Now, our next comic, when you see her on stage, you might be getting a Meryl Streep vibe. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please help me in welcoming Natasha F.
Don't step in the pee.
To clarify, I think he had a drink in his pants, guys. I don't think it's actually
I was looking for somebody who's going to pull the drink.
Yeah, he never did. I was shocked. Okay, I hope.
You're lucky you were before.
To be fair, he was so drunk and probably scrolling.
Yeah.
Always got to make sure it's clean before you use it, right? Well, thank you for that intro. Yeah, so my name's Natasha. If you're, I guess this is the P area, so stay in the P area. Okay, right. Well, yeah, we don't really know what that was on his pants there. Well, yeah, we're not sure. You know, it was a liquid of some kind. Yeah. So I have to do Secret Santa for work, and you guys like Secret Santa? Yeah, it's kind of a mixed thing, but Amazon actually has the 50 most popular Secret Santa gifts. So I'm scrolling through, and then I see this one, and it says cooking with semen. 300 delicious recipes. And I was like, okay, how does this work? I mean, I know it works, but this has got to be a gag gift, right? And then I'm like, but how does this work? Like, does Amazon just ship semen to you? Like, what's the shelf life of this? And do they do kosher and halal options? Is it locally sourced? And then I got thinking, well, what if the supplier has had a vasectomy? It's kind of like seedless, right? So is it considered GMO? I don't know, but I didn't find out. I was driving recently, and it made me think, slogans and expressions, or symbols, sometimes they're bang on, and other times they kind of miss the mark. So anyway, I was driving, and I saw this license plate, and it said, Virginia is for lovers. And I was like, I wonder if that's a swing state. Then it got me thinking, well, swinging, I don't know if everybody knows this, but the discrete symbol for swinging is a upside-down pineapple. Yeah, okay, some people know. But I was like, who chose an upside-down pineapple? Have you really looked at that thing? The stem is so gnarly. It looks like a medieval strap-on. That thing would destroy any hole that you put it in. And why didn't they choose a fruit that swings? I mean, bananas swing, looks like a dick. Cherries swing, looks like balls about to hit you in the face. With emojis, they got it right. The eggplant, up or down, it just looks like a big cock. So, speaking of cocks, my boyfriend's from Welland. And in Welland, their slogan is, it's all well and good here. Really? Because when you drive in, their Chinese restaurant is called Kimonos. Kimonos are Japanese. And their biggest thing is a float fest that they have every year along the canal. Yeah, so the whole town drunk just gets on the canal and they just drift down the canal. And the winners, yeah, they get to float all the way to Fort Erie. Losers, just stay in Welland. And, but all the other areas, they also have slogans. So Fort Erie is, everyone is welcome. Yeah, if you're white. Niagara Falls, one wonder after another. Yeah, you're going to wonder where all your money went after a day there. And then St. Catharines, their slogan is industry and liberty. Well, that sounds like an oxymoron. Well, there is lots of oxy in St. Catharines, that's for sure. Yeah, it's called Brock Rock. Yeah. So you can walk and talk, you go to Brock. If you can walk, you can get Brock Rock. But tonight we are in Hamilton. We're in the Hammer. Woo! Yeah. And the slogan for Hamilton is Together Aspire, Together Achieve. Well, they didn't quite get it, a couple weeks ago when Paul McCartney was here at the TD Coliseum. And the shelter across the street, they decided to put up a barricade. They have the homeless there at the shelter hanging out. It's dirty, there's garbage. I haven't seen that place clean in the 3 years I've been living back in Hamilton. And you just see the addicts hanging out like this. So come on, Hamilton, together aspire, together achieve. Why didn't they just make them like greeters into Hamilton? Why hide them from Paul McCartney, Hear me out. They could have been like Walmart greeters. They're bowing anyway. They could just be like, welcome to Hamilton. Welcome to Hamilton. Welcome to Hamilton. I'm sure Hamilton could have swung that. All right, thank you.
Don't step in it.
Are you sure? Okay.
And for your viewing pleasure, now I always feel like a stripper when I do this. I don't understand why, but that's the feeling I get. There we go again. And it is all nice and clean. So, it's nice. You can get your steps in, you can get your cardio in. The Center for Talking Arts has now become the Center for Sporting Arts. So, how's everyone doing? Have we recovered from the incidents?
No.
No, not yet. We are not. Go ahead.
Yeah, it turns out that it actually wasn't Pete. His friend stuck a beer bottle in his pants. And he's very upset with his friend, and they're beating the shit out of each other for your enjoyment.
No.
Oh.
They stopped after about 8 or 9 really good punches.
Yay for Hamilton.
But, so that guy actually was fucking funny.
He was. Okay, a round of applause
But
for
he was outside.
Connolly. Well, they can hear us, we can't hear them, which is a good thing. So, now, we're talking about Hamilton, right? And since I just moved here, I finally understood what Hamilton stands for. Homeless, alcoholic miscreants in line to order narcotics. That is what Hamilton stands for. And I can tell you this, Natasha, because when I first moved here, again, I moved from a country where everything that you have legally here is illegal there. Okay? Alcohol, illegal. Weed, illegal. Okay? So when I first saw someone doing this in the streets, I assumed that your high population of Hamilton somehow got me high as well, because there is no way I am looking at this person in real time. I must be high. This must be like some slow motion. He must have already picked up the cigarette that's on the floor. But enough about that. Let's bring up our next comedian. This guy needs no introduction. Everyone, give it up for George.
That's what happens when you talk at a show. When you piss yourself, people are no longer pissed at you. They're happy. How are you guys? Believe it or not, I bought a house recently. I know, I look like it, right? What? These pants? Your mom asked me to wear those. She's jealous. So I bought a house, but it's not because of anything I've done. It was my wife. She said, let's buy a house. Because at the same time she decided that we should buy a house, I was looking at Lego sets. That's how different my wife and I are, right? But even though I bought a house, I still envy the homeless guy that lives down the street, but he doesn't live there. He's hovering there, you know? Because that person has no worries. You know how many shit I have to worry about? Foundation? Fucking the heat going on? What the fuck is that, dude? You know, meanwhile, this guy's having a blast at the end of the street, you know, folded and all. But the guy fucking envy him because the other day, for example, I heard a weird hiss in my house. And you know, all the shit that we have to do around the house, and it was killing me, and I was so fed up. And I heard this loud hiss, and I thought it was a gas leak, but instead of panicking, I was like, finish me. Take me. I hope whatever it is, it's the insurance would say, yeah, we can pay you for that. What the fuck, dude? But like the homeless guy down the street for me, I envy him because he only owns one thing, right? And it's usually not a thing that fits within their general situation. Like, I'll see a homeless guy down the street from me, and you know, he has like a mattress, you know, that God knows the stains, you know, like, probably there's like 88 DNA samples on that fucking mattress. And he has it, and then he has a Bible, because why not, of course. And then it's a canoe paddle. And he's holding on to the canoe paddle with passion, like it has a purpose, right? But I'm looking at him, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, there's no beaches. You don't have a canoe. Why do you have a paddle? It's like homeless people unanimously decide that they have to pick one item that they keep on them at all times, just so they can confuse the fuck out of you when you're talking to them. I did this joke once that didn't work well. And when I got off the stage, somebody told me, you have, no, George, like, you were kind of angry when you did that joke. And I'm like, oh. He goes, yeah, it's not very Canadian to do that. I'm like, oh. And he goes, people don't like it when you punch down. I said, I'm not punching down. He goes, yeah, but it felt like it. I'm like, wow. That person is Jake, by the way. And just so you know, Jake is the same person who put up a metal gate right over there so homeless people cannot take shelter underneath the steps. My words would never hurt homeless people. He took a fucking trip to Home Depot. And got a lock as well. Like, that fucking, like, maybe they're smart enough to operate this. I need to lock it, you know? Fuck, man. But the thing about homeless people is they confuse me, especially when they speak to me, you know? Notice this. Have you ever seen those makeover shows where they come into your life and they look at your shit and they're like, oh, you're a hoarder. I'm like, thanks, Sherlock. I didn't realize it when I was stripping over the 18 empty pizza boxes on my floor. But they're like, we will help you. But like, even when they work with these people, they still manage to find something so fucked up, like a jar of nails. And they're like, we will keep this for you in your new house after we clean up, to remind you of your older life. But they don't do that to homeless makeover shows. Notice? Because they always show up to the homeless person and they're like, all right, Steve, everything you are, everything you own, that's garbage now. We're starting all over. Plus, even if they ask them, like, hey, what do you want to do with this canoe paddle? It's not like they can formulate a coherent sentence, correct? I have homeless people approach me and they go, dude, the lady and the squirrels and everybody's in the washing machine. Like, thanks, cool. What the fuck? What do you need, dude? Like, but I've been noticing lately that there's something else that it opened my eyes to a new world, which is some people approach me on the street and they'll be, you know, unhoused. After calling them homeless for 30 times, now I decide to use unhoused. Yay! No, but he approached me and he left me with like such a fucked up thought, because he approached me and he goes, you know, when you take a shit, they take it and they make it into people. And that's how they populate Earth. And then I stood there thinking, what the fuck? How do you hand the person that information, like a bomb with no instructions? And then and he fucking left. And now I'm standing there thinking, you know what? I've never seen shits in the wild. I've seen pizza boxes. I've seen, you know, Mary Brown's wrappers. Never a shit. And meanwhile, I'm looking, he's over there with another person giving them a mental illness. He's moved on. And I'm questioning my existence as a whole. So that's why I envy homeless people. That was my time. Thank you, guys.
Keeping going for George, everyone. Now, I always like to remind people of this because there's always new people in the audience because Center for Talking Arts is growing. George is the reason I got into stand-up comedy. I have known him for 12 years. He has been my Yoda, my Sherpa, and now my mental health specialist when it comes to understanding about the homeless. Tomorrow, you're in for a treat because the Center for Talking Arts is putting together a Black Friday sale. A stand-up comedy show by our very own Yoel, who I'll be bringing onto the stage. But I will tell you this, Yoel, because when I decided to host, I was like, I hope Yoel is there that day because I'm going to nitpick one of your jokes that you make about the Middle East. Okay? I'm going to give you the factually accurate truth about his joke. But it's $15, and because it's Black Friday, it's $15. Comics come in for free. Comics come for free, right? Right? And ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's bring our tall, dark, and handsome Yoel.
What's going on, everybody? That's all right. The Black Friday comedy show is tomorrow. The black people are not for sale. That sale ended 200 years ago. You missed your chance, guys. Early bird gets the worm. Yeah, you guys still seem a little bit stressed over that whole peeing incident. All I'm gonna say is when women get wet, it's hot. When men do it, it's disgusting. Double standard, that's all I'm gonna say. Okay. Winter time is here, huh? It's cold as fuck, man. It's so cold in Canada, my dick gets hard just standing outside. That worked so much better last week. What the fuck happened to you guys? I'm throwing that joke out now. Fuck it. Forget. Canada is so cold, though. I don't know who's crazier to live here, right? The natives who've been here for thousands of years, the Europeans who took their land, or the Africans who stayed here. We get ashy just thinking about the snow. You know, it's true, right? She had to lotion up a couple times. I get it. Yes, people. Yes. How you guys still feeling? You guys still feeling good or what? All right, good. Because I forgot my joke. Oh. But the winter time, I think, is a special time. It's a magical time. In fact, I think it's a miracle for white people. It's the only time you'll see them put salt on anything. I'm telling you guys, man, my neighbor invited me over for dinner. We ate on their driveway. Best thing they ever made. I know you guys will agree with me here, but role models are very important, right? Yeah, right? They're make or break. They can change the way we look at things, whether it's success or a complete failure. Whether we have trust in institutions or we have no trust in them at all. Let me break it down like this, okay? At one point in our history, Bill Cosby was the world's most trusted doctor. Now everyone's an anti-vaxxer. Okay? That's all I'm saying. That's why I think in our country, we were fucked from the beginning because our very first role model was so terrible. Right? Our very first prime minister should not have been Sir John A. Macdonald. It should have been Norm Macdonald. If Norm Macdonald was our first prime minister, you wouldn't have residential schools. In fact, you wouldn't have schools at all. You'd be a lot dumber, a lot drunker, and a lot happier. We'd be Ireland, basically. Maybe it's better to be racist, fuck it, I don't know. That's why I think we've gone backwards historically, right? We've regressed as a society, as a species. People think we're better off now because we're technologically more advanced, we got more inventions, but we're morally more bankrupt. Okay, think of it like this. Thousands of years ago, our ancestors starved to death, and they still didn't eat ass. What's your excuse? Keep it going. Keep it going. I still got time to kill up here. All right, hear me out, guys. I have a theory. You can tell how racist somebody is by how bad their breath is. All right? The worse the breath, the more racist they are. Think about it. Racists hate every color under the sun, yet they got yellow teeth. And a bit of brown. If you're gonna be a white supremacist, at least brush your fucking teeth, right? White strips wouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
Hello. All right, I'm gonna end with this, guys. Christmas is around the corner, right? It's a Christian holiday typically, right? Do you guys ever think about if other religions celebrated Christmas, how they would do it? Like, for example, what would a Muslim Christmas be like? You think about it, Muslim Santa would be delivering gifts across the Middle East, and then Israel would just shoot him down. On the bright side, we get 5 Mrs. Clauses, right? Holly jolly. All right, I think that's about it. Thank you, guys. That's my time. Pick up your boy, AYMAN. Come to Black Friday.
So, Yoel. Number 1. Santa Claus would have 4 wives, not 5. He would get 72 virgins when Israel shoot him down. And I can't see now. Now, please give it up for our next comedian, also a Hamilton great, a parent, apparently, just like me, and she has not faux pas in bringing her kid to stand-up comedy, which I have. I brought my 8-year-old to the comedy show. Ask Touchy all about it. Everyone, please give a loud round of applause for Dana Monica.
I can see the piss. Whatevs, that's cool. I'm not new to that. Hi, I'm Dana Monica. Y'all can call me Dana. How's it going, everyone? Happy Thursday, CTFA Thursdays. I love CTFA so much. It's like, I feel really at home here. Like the way that I really have you locked right now, sir. That's home. Yeah, it's you. You're looking away. It's you. Yoel was talking about racist folks with yellow teeth and bad breath. Where is he? Babe, that's just a cigarette mom. Old school cigarette mom, baby. We're still around. We're just like banned from school property now, you know? Gotta hang outside the gates with the perverts. Yeah. Anybody watch the Sean Combs? Hi, how are you? Yeah, you did. I love how you nodded back before I was done. Cool. Anyway, yeah, so you watched it, the Sean Combs documentary, right? That's Puff Daddy, formally. Because to me, he's lost that title now, officially. Because, like, what he did to Cassie was fucked up, you know? I've been hit by a man, and, like, I know that shit's fucked. But to take out Pac, what? Right? Tupac. Yeah, thank you so much. The legendary rapper. Did something, and now we don't have Tupac? What the fuck? Now I'm done. Bitch, that's a crime against humanity. Let's get the court system up. Now he's got to go. It also was like kind of peculiar how he was like, did you watch it? Not yet. Okay, well, he hired a beautiful man who, he's a hooker, but we say prostitute. No, sorry, we don't say that anymore. He's a sex worker. He used to hire, so he hired this hooker, and he would collect his semen in a mason jar. DT Scott, don't you do something like that? But no, for real, dude. So Sean Combs, formerly known as Puff Daddy, he was collecting semen to commemorate Biggie's death on March 9th. Every year, yeah, consistently. And you guys want to know what March 9th is? His Big Mama D's birthday, y'all. Yeah. So all those years, all that fucking fuckery with like the baby lotion and the semen and like the hookers and Cassie getting beat, but Diddy being like, I'm going to take over the world. All of that magic like was in the universe and now it's in me. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. It's funny because I also was commemorating. I lost you. Hi, are you okay? Yeah. You good? Do you not like hip hop? Fuck. No. Do you want to talk about country? Fiction? I don't know. Yeah, but so I also. Do you know Biggie Smalls, sir?
Not personally.
Fucking legendary. Legendary rapper. I personally actually am more on the Biggie side than the Pac. But dude, I'm so sorry for whoever I just offended. Sean Combs actually had something to do with that too. So, you know, we're all in alliance with fuck Diddy, right? But anyway, I'm actually more, thank you. I'm actually more of a like East Coast hip hop type of bitch, you know? Like I love the West, you know, like rolling down the streets. I like all that, but I'm more of like New York, you know? So I was also celebrating Biggie's birthday every year, or his death anniversary with my birthday. I was rolling around listening to his song, smoking doobs, a little bit of meth, you know, rolling down the streets, smoking meth on James Street. Yo, James Street. Yeah, so I don't know, man. I that documentary made me uncomfortable, for one, because I'm like, oh my God, I've spent like 29 years of my life trying to figure out what happened to Pac, and now I know that it was Diddy, so that really fucked me up. And then also that he put Biggie to his death and all that shit. Yeah, it was wild. And I had actually spent a week in psychosis before I watched the documentary. Yeah, I'm just coming back right now. Yeah, I was in psychosis, and now I'm back. And you have a festive drink, do you not? Yeah, I didn't even realize that it was the holiday season. I appeared back in reality, and there's lights and shit. And guys, I actually have a confession. I'm Santa Claus. Yeah. Did I just get my light? I'm done. I'm your headliner, bitch. Yeah. Guys, I'm Santa Claus. I really got to get to work. Thank you guys so much. Dana Monica on social media.
Keep it going for Dana, everyone. Now, it has been a fun-filled evening, and we still have a lot of comics for you left, but you can own a piece of history today, and you can actually buy your set for $10 over at the bar. It would be a perfect set to see, and especially if you missed the action that we had with the incident that we had. No, I'm just gonna run over here. I'm gonna run over there. I gotta get my steps in because there's not gonna be enough time to run after this. So, our next comic is familiar to me because of one tiny little thing that we both have gone through with our names. Now, as you can tell, as I have told you, my name is AYMAN. It's very easy. It rolls off the tongue, AYMAN. Whenever I see people in the office walking around like, Amen, Amen, Amen. And it gets boring after the first 5,000 times. And I guess when my parents had me, they were thinking he's a boy who's going to grow up to be a man, so let's just make sure he sticks to his assigned gender at birth, because they were clairvoyant. They knew what was going to happen in 2025, and they knew that I was going to move to Canada for this. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's bring up a comic who needs no introduction. Give a loud round of applause for Shauna.
I'm a clairvoyant. That's why I wear my rubber boots. I know what you're thinking. I look like one of those lesbians from The Hunting Wives. I just got back from the woods. I got fingered by Maren Morris. It was awesome. Girls know how to finger better than boys. Because, like, we would know because we have a vagina. So, anyway, I'm an empty nester. Yeah, my husband and I are finally free. We can do whatever the fuck we want. We can drink every night if we want. Not that we weren't before, it's just now we don't have to hide it from the kids. We can have sex anywhere in the house if we want. Or I guess we could just have sex, you know? I did think that we'd be traveling a lot more by now, to be honest, but empty nester just means that your kids don't live with you anymore. They still take all your money. We sent our son to Switzerland to study and to backpack around Europe, hoping he'd come back more cultured. And I don't think it worked because he still likes country music. So instead of going to places like Italy, we hang out at Fortino's. And instead of going on an exotic African safari, we just sit on our front porch with a glass of wine and wait for a coyote to run by our house with the neighbor's cat in its mouth. This is what I said to my daughter before she went to university. Sweetheart, trust no one. You could get roofied or raped, or even worse, you could end up with a boyfriend who's poor. This is what I said to my son. Don't roofie anyone, don't rape anyone, and don't date anyone who's stupid unless she comes from money. My son is into online gambling now. Have you guys heard of FanDuel? Yeah, what's that all about? He goes, Mom, don't worry. They give you free bets to start. I said, yeah, buddy, that's how cocaine works. Now he wants cocaine. Then he asked me for a promo code. I don't know what that means. Apparently promo code's a big thing. I do miss it when they were little, though. When my son was 9, he gave me a mug for Mother's Day that said, best mom ever. But he kind of hesitated when he gave it to me, like, you're not quite there yet, but you have potential. Sometimes I feel guilty when I drink my coffee out of that mug. So I reach for something more achievable, like best MILF ever. I know I wasn't the best mom ever. I'm pretty sure Mother Teresa was the best mom ever, and she didn't even have any kids. I wasn't on the PTA. I didn't help coach soccer. I didn't do their homework for them. That was the nanny's job, obviously. I'm an actor. I've been auditioning for many, many years. It is tough. I can't even get a 30-second commercial. The whole Me Too movement ruined the casting couch for me. I mean, I know it was a necessary movement, but how is someone else like me gonna get in? The easy way. Okay, ladies, how many times have you given a guy a blowjob and you've got nothing out of it? Am I right? Right? If I was Me Too'd for an acting job, I'd do it. And I'd brag about it too. I'd tell my friends, you know that Sun Life commercial I was in? I totally blew the casting director. That's how I got it. Then my friends would high-five me because they're a bunch of whores too. Going through menopause now, it's kind of lowered my tolerance for my husband and alcohol. 2 glasses of wine and I'm hammered. Recently at a dinner party, I told my friend I wanted to fuck her husband. It was so awkward the next day after Pilates. I'm sorry, I don't want to fuck your husband. I don't even want to fuck my own husband. You should fuck my husband. Now she thinks we're swingers. Anyway, that was my time. Thank you guys so much. My name is Shauna.
going for Shauna, everyone. I believe the students have become the teachers, and I look forward to your graduation on Monday. Break a leg, kill it, and welcome to the stage. Our next comic, I bear a grudge against. Yes, yes. I bear a grudge against. It's unfortunate because he has to carry the sins of his people, but the issue I'm having is I get a lot of hate on the streets where I'm told to go back where I came from, and then it is followed by go back to India. And I'm looking at these people and I'm like, how do you know I've been to India twice? Then I also tell them, sir, you seem to have your browns confused. Because I am Egyptian. We do this. We don't do this. Okay? I'm Egyptian. We are known for see you later. Indians are known for being CEOs. Our national dish is kushari. It is not chicken curry. Now, Arjun has a lot of funny stuff to tell you, and I can't wait to hear it. Ladies and gentlemen, Arjun.
This is what I asked Ayman for no introduction, and he goes on for 5 minutes. Took all of my time. So, as you told me, my name is Arjun. I'll tell you something that you don't know. The reason I look like this is because my dad is from India. I know what I'm working with here. So the reason I look like this is because my dad is from India and my mom is John Oliver. You see me standing up, you will not believe. If you didn't have the peeing incident, I would have sat down, then you would have seen, this is John Oliver. I'm better than John Oliver. I'm John Oliver that codes. So, what else? So I'm 33, and when you turn 33, your Indian parents, my Indian parents, forced me to make my wife pregnant. So I did. So yeah, my wife's pregnant. I don't understand. I don't have a problem with she being pregnant, but I don't understand the word, how she uses the word pregnant. That kind of confuses me. Like sometimes she says, we are pregnant. Sometimes she says, I am pregnant. It basically depends on whether or not she needs me to do the task she wants. Yeah, we are pregnant for things like lifting up heavy furniture for the baby's nursery. When my wife says that she is pregnant, it's when she decides to call her mother to stay with us for 12 months after the baby is born. 12 months, 9 months of pregnancy, 12 months of mother-in-law, 21. Yeah, I'm good at maths. 21 months of pain and suffering for me. My wife, she'd just be uncomfortable for 9 months. Big deal. I'll be uncomfortable for 21. I'll be the one who will be irritable, nauseous, screaming at the top of my lungs. And my wife would be like, Arjun, breathe. Remember, we are pregnant. You know, I sometimes feel like after 21 months, I'll be the first guy that experiences postpartum depression. No, it's true. I'm starting to feel it now. No, it's fun. See, I don't have a big problem with my mother-in-law, but I have a problem with how my wife becomes when she's around that lady. They go shopping every day. My mother-in-law takes my wife to shop every day. Yeah, they're in Walmart every day. They visit Walmart so much that the people thought my mother-in-law worked there. They gave her the Employee of the Month award. So things are going to be different this time around. My father-in-law is also coming. Me and my father-in-law have a lot in common. We both hate his wife. Staying with family, so I recently moved to Toronto, and I'm learning a lot of new things here, like about the LGBTQ community. While on the other hand, there's my grandma. Like, she doesn't see things very clearly. Yeah, that's why she's a terrible driver. Like, she refuses to acknowledge that there's LGBTQ community that exists, while she completely agrees that the earth is flat. I just asked her, I'm like, Nani, what if I was gay? She looked me right into the eye, and she's like, that's not possible. I'm like, how come you're so sure? She's like, because we prayed to 10,000 Hindu gods before you were born. I'm like, you prayed for what? You could have prayed for anything. You could have prayed for me to be rich. I'd much rather be gay and rich. Now I'm straight and poor. Like, her idea of integrating the LGBT folks, she calls them the rainbow folks, but that's her words. Like, her idea of integrating rainbow folks into the society was to send them to college. She thought with college they'll have jobs, with jobs they'll have responsibilities, and eventually they'll forget that they were once gay, lesbian, or trans. That's a logic. I'm like, Nani, do you even know what LGBTQ stands for? She's like, yeah, it's let's get back to college. I'm like, college starts with C, not Q. She's like, see, you know that because you went to college. All right, guys, that's been my time. I bring back the...
Keep it going for Arjun, everyone. Arjun the Athletic. That shall be your name henceforth on the stage. That is CFTA. Reminder that tomorrow at 9 p.m. we have the Black Friday show, which is $15, but because Black Friday, it's $15. Your videos are only for $10, and you can keep tonight as a memory forever and share it with all your friends online who are probably watching right now. Now, before I bring up our comic, who I love so much, I'm gonna steal a bit from her. Hope you don't mind, okay? But, Donna, your daughter is hilarious. Give it up for Faye Paulette, everyone.
Rude. CFTA, how are we doing? Am I standing in the P zone? Yeah. Oh. I'm also wearing rubber boots like our clairvoyant friend. We love it. We love that. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Guys, not to be racist, but like, babies are kind of stupid. I said not to be racist. I wasn't being racist. I don't know why everyone always assumes I'm going to be racist when I say that. But no, hear me out. Babies are kind of dumb. Like, they can't read. They can't eat honey. They can't drink water or they'll fucking choke. They're fucking dumb. Anyway, I digress. Which, honestly, I don't know if I used that right. I will admit to you, because I feel close. I feel like we have a good connection here. I like to use fancy sounding words to make myself sound photosynthesis. But moving perpendicular. No, it's a good time. It's a good time. Some of you may know I recently announced that I was pregnant and I'm expecting. Thank you. Mandatory applause. Mandatory baby applause. I gotta milk it while I can. Until he starts milking me. That's a bad image. But my partner Greg and I, we've been announcing that we're pregnant. But I've been telling people that I'm Gregnant. With a Faby. I love puns. I'm not a dad, but I will be making lots of dad jokes. I don't know, break the gender barrier. Why am I standing all the way over here? I don't know. I've been preparing myself to be peed on a lot because I'm having a boy. I just mentally, right? So when this happened, I was like, hey, I'm used to it. Oh my goodness. And I've been thinking though, there's not a lot that my future kid could do to make me question my love for him, you're gay? Awesome. Can't wait to meet your boyfriend one day. You want to explore your gender identity, your expression? Cool, let's go find some clothes that feel like you. You want to dye your hair and have a mohawk? Let's do it. Grandma's a hairdresser. Let's go, buddy. But the day my son comes to me and tells me he's a furry, I'll be like, God, what did I do? There's got to be a camp for this. We'll work through it though, and we'll get through it. But I think that's my limit. That's my limit for sure. Skibidi boop bop badoo boo boo. Man, those darn Gen Zs and their skibidi badoo bop boos. They love to scat, I tell you. Ugh, jazz is coming back in a big way. At least that's what I think. No, I'm a little bit nervous about being pregnant, though, I will admit to you, because, what if I get fat? And the people that didn't laugh are, looking at each other who's going to tell her? Do you want to tell the hormonal lady she's fat? I don't want to fucking tell her. Do you want to tell her? Psh, no, I don't want to get hit. No, I am fully aware I'm fat. It's okay. I've been aware of it my whole life. I've been a fat lady my whole life. It's been great. That's not true, actually. First, I was a fat baby. Then I was a fat kid and a fat teenager, and then all the way to fat woman, living my best fat life. And one of my favorite things about being a fat lady is that if I'm at a house party or something, not that I go to a lot of house parties, but if I am at some house party or any type of party, and I want to leave, but I don't want to be rude, I just have to start singing. And then everyone's like, oh, it must be time to go. Okay, bye. Because it's not over till the fat lady sings, right? Oh my goodness, no. I will say one more thing. Baby names, it's a big deal. It's a big responsibility naming a baby. I'm trying to make sure this kid doesn't get bullied. And I also want to make sure I'm naming it he's not going to share a name I don't know, Dahmer or something. Although John Wayne Gacy is really nice. Has a really nice ring to it. Just kidding. No, but I've figured out what I'm going to do. I want to name my baby after my favorite local celebrity, Golfy. Baby's just going to come out the womb Y'all going to meet him and be like, wow, this baby gets it. He gets it sold. Oh my goodness. I have been Faye Paulette, Faye with an E. We're going to bring back your host, AYMAN.
Keeping it going for Faye, everyone. Now, in case you didn't get the introduction, because Faye, I've seen her a lot here. She is an amazing comedian, and I happen to know for a fact that she always gives a tribute to her mom, Donna, with the kick. So we stole that from her to use as a introduction. Apologies. Just don't mind me. So now we've been talking about babies and baby names. Let me tell you a little trick, Faye, when it comes to naming your child. If you want to win the argument with your husband, sorry, Middle Eastern, I'm sorry. If you want to win the argument with your partner, do what I did, where I assumed, or I told my now ex-wife that I'm going to give my baby a pharaonic name. I'm going to name him Horus. or Osiris, something really cool, which no one else has. And then she was like, but no, he'll be bullied, and no, that sounds crazy. Initially, I wanted Amir. That was the name I wanted, and it means prince in Arabic, okay? That was the name I wanted, but when I first slipped it to her, she said, no way, I don't want that. I want to call him Asser. I shit you not, the Arabic name is Asser, but the English name is Asser. A-S-S-E-R. That kid is gay before he comes out of the womb, okay? So it was a turn on Asser just because of the hazing that he would get here. So I went with Amir. And now I have a healthy 8-year-old at home, and being a single parent is great because I need to pick up all these new skills in addition to trying to pick up, his future mother, second mother. And those skills include cooking. So I can cook. And it's difficult because I don't have a taste tolerance for salt. Like, I can't tell if something has too much salt. So, and if food goes bad, you just add more salt until it tastes good. And it's good that I have a kid at home because, if the food goes bad, I just give it to him. I'm not that evil. I give it to the cat. Okay? Now, our next comic is someone that I share a tongue with. By that I mean احنا الاثنين بنتكلم نفس اللغة، انتوا مش فاهمين اي حاجة بقولها دلوقتي، بس هو فاهم كل حاجة أنا بقولها. I just said, you guys don't understand a word I'm saying, but he understands every single word I'm saying. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Hassan Omar. That is the first Egyptian I see who respects the lights. See, you would get that joke if you drove in Egypt, okay? Traffic lights are just scenery. They're decorative, you know? Nobody actually listens to them, just like stop signs, you know? So one more round of applause for Omar, everyone. Another idiom we have in Egypt that, you know, shows that we are not homosexuals. No, sorry, we are not homophobic. Sorry. Those two words, just like homo on it's like, how can it be homophobic and homosexual can mean the same thing? Okay, it's just the first 4 words. And whenever you abbreviate, you just stick with the first letters, right? So to prove that Egyptians are not homophobic, our idiom for when you have a friend who does everything for you and you don't want to abuse that friendship, we say, إن كان صاحبك عسل ما تلحسهوش كله. What that means is, if your friend is honey, do not lick all of them. Literally, that is what it means. If your friend is honey, do not lick all of them. Hopefully, our next comic will not be doing any licking on stage. Everyone, the Joey Bomb.
I think if tonight has shown us anything, is the difference between men and women. A woman pisses herself on stage, not a deal breaker. It's actually kind of hot. Oh, Faye, baby names, that's a huge responsibility. My neighbor, daughter just turned 5. They named her Karen. They didn't know. They didn't know. Fucking Zeus. Zeus left, right? Guy waltzes in, ruins the hip for me, and then just gallivants out. Fuck. I just almost got some great medical news. Doctor called me up, said, you might have stomach cancer. That's awesome. Yeah. This might be a tumor. Called me back, told me it was a false positive. No tumor, just a fatso. I'm seeing a lot of dogs with jackets on. What the fuck? Are we raising a generation of pussies? Used books are fine, except maybe Lolita. Lately, I don't know if you guys have been watching the news lately. Have you seen there's a lot of female school teachers having sex with their students? Like, it's happening all the time. I see it like once a week. I never, ever anymore see a male teacher and a student. I never see it anymore. So gentlemen, we got to do better. We cannot let the women beat us in the child rape. How did sipping on gin and juice become smoking crack on James Street? Oh, that's a deep cut. I want to talk about race relations. It's very important to me. You all know race relations is very important to me. I want to bring the white and the black together. And tonight I realized something. Back after slavery, the southern blacks, or southern whites, told the blacks to go back where they came from. That was awful. Just awful. Whereas in Canada, we told them to stay, which is kind of worse. It's cold outside, that's all I'm saying. Oh my God. Oh, it just struck me. Jake put a gate up outside. It's about this high to keep out the homeless. He put a lock on it. They can't hop over the gate? What the fuck? It's been up there 6 months. That just occurred to me. Why was it? What's with the lock? Sorry.
Don't steal it.
Nobody steals the lock?
The gate. The cage.
Gate. It's soldered into the wall. Anyways, I'm sorry. I have been the Joey the Bomb. You guys have been awesome. Let's bring back Avon, your host, who's doing a wonderful job. Thank you very much, Hamilton. Good night.
Keeping going for the Joey the Bomb. The Joey the Bomb. Just rolls off your tongue. The Joey the Bomb. It's nice that he broke the ice with you guys about, teachers and young children. Because now, as comedians, we are slaves to our trades. And sometimes you will notice that you wake up with this idea in your head and you have to write it down. And one of those ideas I had was that as a late 30s person, the thing that I love talking about the most is investments. I love investing. I love finding new stocks to invest in. I love getting in early when it's still young and doesn't know much, cheap. And later on, I go, you're going to make daddy a lot of money. Now, that's only good when it comes to stocks. You cannot talk like that about anything else in life. Okay? Do not. Only go with stocks. You can only find them young in stocks. Okay? Our next segment is fun. It's our 3-minute shotgun round. What's going to happen is I'm going to call forward the first comedian, and they're going to come on. They're going to do their 3 minutes for you. They're going to explode in every minute of those. It's going to be laughter, laughter, laughter. And then when they get the red light, they have to introduce the next comic. We have 3 shotguns. I'm going to go with the first one because I've seen this guy perform. I know how great he is. Everyone, please give a loud round of applause for Trevor Curl.
Just didn't want to get tripped up there. Thanks for sticking around for the 3 minutes. I got a quick joke that I'm working on that I just want to spitball and say it on stage for the first time, and then hopefully go from there. Any skateboard fans in here? Okay, one guy in the corner. That's awesome. I'm just going to look at you the whole time. No, there's a guy that just released the skateboard part. His name's Chris Joslin, and he tray flipped El Toro. And El Toro is like an infamous, just the craziest set of stairs that you could ollie, do tricks down. I want to say it's 20 plus steps. So imagine just riding your body off of that and hitting the pavement and hitting the pavement and hitting the pavement. And this guy did a crazy accomplishment of tray flipping, right? And with me, I haven't watched a lot of skateboarding videos in a long time, so it's tough for me to find out, is this guy a regular stance or is he a goofy stance? And that means that you either stand like this or you stand like this. And then whatever way you do would then opposite of the switch stance for. So when you look at these tricks, they're complex and you're like, is it a fakie? Is it an ollie? Right? And it would be nice to see something before the skate videos now to be like, oh, this guy's regular. So the whole time I'm not guessing what he's doing on these, skate tricks. But then it got me thinking, maybe we have a little blurb before the pornos we watch. Like this dude fucked 5 stepmoms. You know, has pulled 3 stepsisters out of the washing machine. More specifically, this guy's plumbing company is going to go under if he keeps fucking for payment. Awesome. That's exactly what I wanted to say. We're going to keep the show rolling. We're going to bring up your next comedian who runs a funny mic out in Brantford. If you guys find yourself out there, Aidan Lynch, everybody.
Keep it going for Trevor. Fuck yeah. I know we're only doing 3 minutes. I just got a couple jokes I want to try for you guys. All right. Does anybody have a pet porcupine? That's not good. All right. Well, I've only been doing comedy for a couple months now. Before this, I was actually working at a suicide hotline, which is how I know most of the comedians here tonight. I'm glad you guys are liking that. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how this works, but for some reason, I seem to be a lot funnier when I haven't been late in a while, which is great news for all of you guys. All right, let's try something fun.
Hello?
Mom, guess what?
What?
She will never not pick up, you know that? I love it. All right, I think I'll leave it at that. Thank you, guys. Next comedian, Nathan Wheeler.
My name is Nathan Wheeler. How's everyone doing tonight? Great set, man. I hate to let you know you're sitting in the piss couch. Everyone here has had a grandpa, right? Yeah. For those of us who had parents who fucking hated those grandparents, they went to a nursing home. And every time I went to this nursing home, I went a total of 5 times. I was the greatest grandson ever. But every time I went to this nursing home, my grandfather asked me the same exact thing. He said, "Hey, Nathan, I need help with the remote." There's fucking 5 buttons. I taught him 3 times. I had 0 empathy as a child. I said, all right, after this, you got it. You got to figure it out. The way we figured it out was by playing National Geographic for 6 hours on a loop, and just figured he wouldn't remember the shit that happened 6 hours ago. But the reason I bring that up is because recently I hit 25. My frontal lobe developed right away. I know. Became a better person. And I said, fuck! Especially after that event happened, I am going to have a TV remote button. But I don't have anything easy. Nothing's going to come up. People say, oh, it's going to be AI, it's going to be this. I have no fucking idea. But, you know, something's looming in the air. And to put it in context, my grandpa first met an Asian person when he was 55 years old. We don't have anything like that. I've done all the things. I've met gay people. I've met transgender people. I'm cool with it all. I'm hip. I'm going. So I figured the way that it's going to go is I'm going to be sitting in my nursing home, and I'm going to be complaining about something, and I know what it's going to be. It's going to be race swapping. And I know it's bad. It sounds bad. But the worst part about it is I'm going to sit in my little chair, and I'm going to say, God damn it, Justin Trudeau, you started this shit! Oh, so recently, because of Christmas, I've been watching the Harry Potter series. Yes. Any Harry Potter fans here? All right. Well, I decided to add a twist this year. You look like you smoke a little weed, right? A little? Well, I've been smoking a lot of weed before these Harry Potter movies, and it makes it fucking fantastic. You're super high. You're watching Harry Potter. It's like you're in the fucking movie. It's amazing. So I said, fuck it. I'm going to do more childhood shit. I'm going to go get super high in a treehouse. Have you ever been high in a treehouse? Don't ever do it. Because in your childhood treehouse, you're now thinking back to the last time you were there, when your parents thought you were going to be a doctor or a lawyer or go on and do great things in your life, and you wake up and you sell fucking e-bikes and live in Hamilton. It's a tough go of things. Now, the reason I say I'm from Hamilton is because 3 separate things happened to me. And not just someone pissing on stage. That was wild. That was a Hamiltonian of the event. But the first thing that happened to me was I was walking down the street. Someone pops out of nowhere, and they start fucking filming me like I'm in trouble or something. Homeless woman, and she says, hey, I'm gonna fucking post you all over the place. What's going on with that? We gotta fix that up. Something there, I'll fix it up later. But the second thing that happened to me, and this is probably the worst I've ever done, but I'm walking down the street. I don't have a job. I'm unemployed. I'm bored. I see a crack pebble on the street. I said, I don't care who this is. I'm gonna kick it like a pebble. The third thing I did, well, this one takes a little bit of backstory, but does anybody know those male underwear that have like the little separation right here? You know, and you kind of can sleep with your dick out and stuff like that? Anybody know about that one? Okay, well, I've been doing those. It's not about Hamilton, but it's part of the story. So, Hamilton, we have this huge raccoon problem, and we have a huge raccoon problem because we have huge fucking garbage. So one day, it's 3 a.m., and I wake up, and it's fucking coming from the backyard. So I get up, I'm pissed. I'm like, God damn it. I grab my bat. I go downstairs, and I say, I'm going to beat the fuck out of that raccoon. I knock on the garbage. I say, hey, raccoon, get out of here. And I wait for it to come out. And I smack the shit out of it. The raccoon looks up at me. It's a homeless man, dazed and confused. And I'm not sure if you've ever hit a homeless man with a bat before, but they always say weird shit. The guy looks at me, he's like, oh, why is your dick out? All right, guys, that's all I got for tonight. Thank you for having me. Yeah, I guess that's it.
One more round of applause for Trevor, Aiden, and Nathan. And one big round of applause for all of you fine folks. You've been an amazing audience. I've had a lovely time hosting you guys. Please, if you see a crazy person running outside with a bag, do not grab your purse or think that I'm there to hurt you. Thank you so much. I've been AYMAN NASSAR. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, CFTA. Your videos are $10. Tomorrow, we have a sale, not on black people.
This is touchy.